Hello and welcome again to Binary News. My name is Marta. Today is the 19th of July and I have some news for you today regarding Google Android games and in-app purchases, as Google will no longer be billing Android games with in-app purchases as free in accordance with EU enforcement action. Now, the European Commission announced in a press release just yesterday that it recommended to Google, Apple and other software entities acting in Europe that, quote, games advertised as free should not mislead consumers about the true costs involved. And then they also issued some recommendations in response to concerns about popular mobile games misleading consumers, and this read as such. Quote, games should not contain direct exhortation to children to buy items in a game or to persuade adults to buy items for them. Consumers should be adequately informed about the payment arrangements with purchases and should not be debited through default settings without consumers' explicit consent. Traders should provide an email address so that consumers can contact them in case of queries or complaints. Now, Google has agreed to make changes to the Google Play Store in accordance with the recommendation by the end of September. And this, of course, includes removing the free designation and also requiring a user authentication every time a purchase is made. Apple has also, quote, proposed to address those concerns, but unfortunately didn't offer any concrete plans to address the issue. Of course, enforcement of the issue will be left to individual national authorities. Now, hopefully this isn't just restricted to the EU and does actually make its way to the US and, of course, Oceania and all that as well. To be honest, this is something that needs to be completely across the board worldwide, as there have been far too many stories of kids racking up bills of thousands of dollars even on micropayments without realising what they're doing. Because maybe their parents forgot to set up a password, or their kid figured out what their password was, or whatever. So more protection and something needed to be done. Yes, there is, as I've said before, a role to be played by the parents to make sure that they properly say to their child, look, you know, if it asks you for X, Y, and Z, make sure you speak to me, and obviously don't just wander off and leave them as well. But at the same time, there is also responsibility on the side of the platform provider to make sure that it's as difficult as possible for a child to rack up $1,000 or whatever in micropayments because a game is deliberately tailored to making as much money as possible from impressionable people, which has definitely happened in the past. So I definitely give a round of applause to the European Commission for this one. I just hope it becomes more of a thing elsewhere. Anyway guys, that is me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.